Well, hello everyone. My name is Dar Rath and I'm the pastor at Faith Lutheran Church in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. And each week I bring you a story that takes about 5 minutes to watch. Some of them are, sort of funny, and some of them give you something to think about. And this story is written by Thomas Goodhue in a book called Flowers in the Wind. Now, when most of us hear the word peace, we think of the absence of war. This, of course, is one meaning of the word. In other words, to live in peace means that we live our lives in harmony, and we treat all other human beings as though how we would want to be treated. In North America, there's no time of the year when people are more inclined to follow the meaning of peace and goodwill than at Christmas time. Even the hardest of hearts are often softened by the magic of the season, and generosity and joy flourish from unexpected sources in unexpected ways. But North Americans do not have a monopoly on the magic of Christmas. It can be seen in other times and by other people of the world. That is exactly what we see in the following story that occurred in Europe during World War I. It was a cold Christmas Eve, and a group of English soldiers were snuggled in their trenches. In front of the trenches was something called no man's land, a piece of land where conflict between soldiers would not occur. On the other side of no man's land, German soldiers were snuggled in their own trenches. A teenage English soldier, whom I'll call Ethan, softly said to himself, "It's rotten being here on Christmas Eve." The older soldier next to him agreed. He said, "If I were back home in England, I'd be sitting in front of that toasty fireplace and not in this cold, muddy trench. I'd be eating a delicious Christmas dinner and singing Christmas carols with my family, and afterwards I'd be bouncing my little boy and girl on my knees. Oh, I don't think I want to think about it. It just makes me more miserable to be here." "I suppose you're right," Ethan replied. Both men once again retreated into their silent thoughts of home. Suddenly, from far down the trench, the men heard an English soldier singing Silent Night. Soon other voices chimed in. Soon the English soldiers began to hear Silent Night in German from across no man's land. Soon, both the German and English soldiers were singing this beautiful song of Christmas in their own language. No one knows what prompted him, but throwing caution to the wind, Ethan got out of the trench, threw down his rifle, and began walking across no man's land. Then a German soldier got out of his trench, threw his rifle down, and began walking towards Ethan. The two soldiers hugging became contagious, and soon all the soldiers were doing the same. They began shaking hands and sharing the food and gifts they had with each other. They showed each other photos of their wives and girlfriends and children back home in England or Germany. They even cut down some little trees and brought them into no man's land and decorated them and sang Christmas carols. They even played a game of soccer right in the middle of no man's land. For a short while, a patch of Christmas peace was seen on earth in a war zone. Soldiers sang about peace on earth, and they threw down their guns. Was indeed peace on earth in this little corner of the universe. Now, centuries later, we're celebrating Christmas, and we see a world where many people don't always treat each other with dignity and respect. But you and I have a choice, just like the German and English soldiers of long ago, when they came together on that special patch of Christmas in a dismal place. We can and should create a patch of Christmas everywhere we travel this season. So on your journey, think about that story and create the magic of Christmas. Thanks for taking 5 and Merry Christmas to everyone, and blessings on your day. Thanks for taking 5.